that's such. I mean, you see helmets with this kind of face mask visor in Persian manuscripts from, say, the Jalayirid period, like the 1320s to 50s. But you see them, and you'll have a whole group of warriors, and some of them have got skin-colored faces, and some of them have black faces because they're from Africa or India, and some of them have masks.
Yeah.
And it's painted the same color as the other metalwork, so you know it's metal. And here is a surviving one. It's really quite interesting. It's got a big nose, and probably not. It's probably just a nose. But I like the fact. See, there's a collar on the male shirt.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's quite sophisticated.
Yes.
But there's so much of that that survived. There's the cap on the top of the helmet.
Here, look, please.
Uh,
Separate piece, right? Exactly.
yeah, yeah, it's been shaped and then riveted on.
Yeah.
But the eye slots are very evocative, aren't they? They're quite
And a
strong
big
design.
nose, a large one.
Yeah, well, underneath that, he's got to protect his nose from people swinging swords at him, so you can't blame him.
Exactly. It couldn't be just directly on the nose. Absolutely. Look at
Yeah,
these. Very nice.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
I've not seen like photographs like this from the museum. I've seen excavation reports because they dig these up occasionally,
Yes.
and of course there's very high quality ones in collections.
Bede,
Well, look
look
at the
the
male. Yeah,
rings, the mail, how fine it is.
yeah, this is really high grade stuff.
Unbelievable. Isn't it
This, yeah,
amazing, Bede?
it's incredible that it survived. Look at how so many swords have rusted away to half
Yeah.
their length.
Yeah.
And here's the male, almost, well, it's not intact, it
Bede,
has
this is
rusted.
very amazing. And do you remember from Germany that Roman excavation, the mail excavated from Roman period? We both look at
Yes,
it. Remember that?
yeah, yeah. There's some even older stuff from Denmark. And,
Yeah.
and what, you can't believe, because the wire in the rings is so fine. You'd think it'd just disintegrate.
It's
So
unbelievable.
that really retains a lot of the shape. This is the type of sword I think I was talking about earlier. So
Exactly.
it's
So
a
this guy
saber.
is grave. He had two swords, right? Two sabers. Look at
Mhm.
next.
Yeah, long thin blades, much more related to say later Shamshir designs in
Yes.
the cross sections of the blade.
Yeah.
Um, he's got a nice selection of arrowheads as well, but
Yes.
they're typically I would say what 10th, 11th century, but this type of face armor is usually 13th, 14th, 15th century because it's so elaborate. But there's always the possibility that the face armor came north from Byzantium
Mm.
because there was a lot of stuff going on, but also Iran because this
Iran.
was not uncommon in Iran.
No.
It's really hard to say. Yeah, look at the. Oh, I'm just looking at There's a cover over the base of the blade, just below the tang, on the one without any handle, which runs down the sharp side of the edge where you
Oh,
can
look,
put your
Chinese
finger over the.
swords. This one.
You see it on Chinese swords all the time. You see it on Chinese swords where you can no longer put the finger over the crossguard because they have a disc crossguard and you can't get your finger over it. They still have that thing.
Yes.
It also made fitting the scabbard mouth closed better.
There is a
So
Chinese
it's
term for a tango. I don't remember, but there is a Chinese
no,
term
no, I
for it.
can't remember either. But it is really it goes back to the fifth, sixth century in China. I think it's really old, and they kept on making swords like that with that thing on them until the 19th century in some
Yeah.
arcade because the Chinese were aware of their history, so they knew about stuff that was used
Pete,
in the
look at the
past.
different arrowheads he had.
Yeah, yeah. Some are for general purpose. The one that looks like a cut off spade. These are really common right up to the end of the Mongol period.
Yeah.
and they are possibly designed specifically for shooting into people's faces. Because in Persian miniatures, you see people with these stuck in their
Yeah,
face,
yeah, they
and
do.
you know it's them because everybody is using that shaped
Pete,
arrow.
do you know
But
what it is meant for? This is
the
meant
long,
for
thin
the egg
ones.
test. No, I'm just kidding you. Do you remember shooting into the
We
egg?
should try the. I haven't done the egg test yet. Oh, that
Do
was
you
that.
remember?
That would be sad. I think I saw online some arrowheads that would screw in arrowheads that we could use for the egg test if we tried it.
Yeah.
But those arrowheads, like, there's the rightmost one is armor piercing.
Yeah. This one. Yeah.
The squarish one, which is that we were looking at before, is for basically splitting bones
Yeah.
in the face. The
Yes.
next one is semi armor piercing.
Yeah.
The two after that are for unarmored people or animals.
Mm.
That would do serious damage. But it's amazing to see that sword blade. I've seen again. I see archaeological stuff, and half the time it's drawings, and the photographs, well, particularly from like Soviet period, the photographs are very grainy. So the
Yes.
drawings are the best thing you can get, and you see those covers on the Ricasso, and they were clearly used from Hungary in the west
Yes.
to Korea in the east.
Yes.
Very popular.
So he had all these items next to him, all these things. You
Oh,
see?
bits of quiver bits down those
Yeah.
that little rectangle at the bottom right.
Yeah.
These are bone pieces for tying onto quivers to put your straps through
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I so much of this is recognizable. Actually, I was when we were talking the other day about buying
mm,
bone plates online for making hand grips for knives and that. I've seen a few that are. This is buffalo bone,
mm,
so I think they mean water buffalo bone.
mm,
It's very dense. It's really good for carving.
mm.
Um, I could make some quivers
Yeah.
with fittings from that. I mean, it's only a few dollars for the bone. It
Yes.
would be really nice. You see so many of those in excavations.
Pete, here we
Wow.
see a close up of the spearheads he has.
Two different styles again. A leaf-shaped one that looks very solid from the
Yeah.
accretion of rust. And the other one seems to have a long, slender blade with a rib. So it may be specifically, again, an armor-piercing spear.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of talk about this in Kuman tombs.
Yes.
Um,
Beautiful.
the Kuman Kipchak were quite capable. Well, clearly they had armor because you can see they buried people there. But they developed weapons that were quite good at fighting against armor, which meant when they ran up against
Yes.
Europeans, like in the Battle of is it Adrianople in 1206, when they fought the Latin Crusaders who'd taken Constantinople, their cavalry was much more effective than the Western Europeans were used to because of the different structures. Wow. So that you can actually see the mail rings spread out.
Yeah. This is of
That
later period.
helmet is,
Yeah.
yeah,
Of
I
a
was going to say
later.
that helmet looks like from the Kyivian
Yeah.
period. It's very,
Exactly.
like
That's
there's a famous helmet belonging to Yaroslav
yes.
that
Exactly.
has that. It has lots of gold work on it, but
Yeah.
this one is much more practical. That's a big, solid eyebrow reinforcement with the nasal. That would be a pretty good helmet
Yeah.
from
And we
the
see here,
point of
B,
view of defense.
next to him, three swords. You see, two
Yeah.
maces. You see,
Hmm.
so many arrowheads, different types. Unbelievable, huh?
Those little weights with rings in them look like that. There's a thing they used to wear on their wrist called kisten,
Hmm.
which I think just means wrist thing. I had a friend who spoke who could read Old Church Slavonic and all those kind of ancient Russian languages, and these were a set of weights you wore on your wrist, and I don't know what they did. They were considered a weapon, but they're on short straps and they weren't very heavy. Maybe they I don't know what they were for. Were feedback to tell you how your hand was moving? But oh, they're nice. Again, very Western European.
Yeah, very
but early
early.
and highly. I mean, the center one, the decoration is beautiful.
Beautiful.
The other two are so practical and useful looking.
Yeah. Look at the maces and
The
arrowheads.
maces are spectacular.
Oh, they're meant for
Yeah, well, the
business.
arrowheads. Yeah, well, those maces would severely discourage you from talking back. The arrowheads, the big barbed one is a hunting head. There's a very long armor piercing head. These are the barbed one is a Western European style.
Yes.
It's got a socket. I used to have a few, but I gave them as presents to people, as you do.
Mm.
But all of those arrowheads are quite practical. Yeah. Oh,
and he has also
axe heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. These. Remember the Anglo-Saxon great axe that the very popular with Viking Dane axe they sometimes call it.
Yes.
These look a bit like those. Without a scale, it's hard to tell.
Yes.
Caltrops, they're very simple caltrops.
As well. Yes, exactly. Caltrops as well.
Yeah, just made two pieces and rivet them together and bend two up and bend two down. I mean, from a manufacturing point of view, that seems to be a very quick and easy way to make it. Spurs, which is again a very Western European thing.
Yes.
A bit.
Yeah.
I like the caltrops though. I haven't seen that style before. I think they're in a Byzantine manual somewhere. They tell you how to make those. But I'm not
sure. This guy was very well equipped.
Oh, yeah. Well, what strikes me, is it my imagination or do the axe heads show a differentiation between the edge and the body of the axe, like it's had a separate hardened edge welded on, forge welded on? Because that's what they used to do with the Dane axes. Absolutely. Makes perfect sense.
Yes. And Bede, look at, that's what we talked about. Remember these ones?
Yeah, I think they're weights for Kisten, but I may be wrong. Somebody that knows more about it could tell me.
Yeah.
Look at these. Oh, yes. The stirrups are classic. I've seen stirrups like that excavated in eastern Siberia.
Okay, guys. This mail doesn't belong to here. I don't know why I put this.
No, it's just a demonstration.
Forget about that. I made a mistake. Yeah. It doesn't belong to this. Okay, forget about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at that helmet, though. Look at how well it's made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very high quality.
Yeah, very high quality. Again, we talked about them. So some more pictures. And now, Bede, look at this. Do you see that?
I can see it, but I can't work out what it is. Still,
horse for the horse, Bede.
It's a chamfron, like the front.
Yes, it is heavily rusted, Bede.
I suppose if you rotate it a bit, you can see the eye holes.
Yes, it is heavily rusted. That's the problem. Yeah, heavily.
Oh, and it's got a raised.
Yes.
Plate sticking because that's a stock plate, so that this is really an old design. You see it bronze ones that have that, so that a lance hits your horse's head, and instead of slipping up and going into you, it hits that stock plate, and the horse gets angry and shakes its head and knocks the lance out of the way. But I've seen that on really old Chinese ones.
Yes.
But in the Tang Dynasty, I think there's quite a few chamfrons with that plate on them too.
Yeah. So two swords again, old sword designs. You see that?
Yeah, swords very, very European, Western European. I mean.
Yes.
But there was a lot of that going on.
And also heavily rusted helmets. You see that, Bede? Another one.
Yeah. But structurally quite complex. It looks like there's strips like a Spangen helm.
Yeah. You see it again.
More curved swords too.
Yes. Beautiful.
A lot of good looking axes in this place.
Yes. And again, to another part. Okay, these are these two early sabers, right?
Yeah, that which we remember quite well.
And again, Akanakis. You can find as many as you want in Ukrainian museums.
They seem to be very popular.
Yeah.
or have a high survival ratio. Ah, winged hussar.
Yes, Winkers are. Yes.
What's that?
Beautiful.
Morgenstern, those clubs for.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Wow. I mean, you've got, of course, obviously,
Yes.
wow, some very nice pole weapons and a two-handed sword.
Yes, two-handed swords. They have lots of arms and armor, Pete. I just took some pictures of some
Yeah.
of them, right? Look at this. And you
Yeah,
can,
this
you know,
16th century or
yes,
something like that.
yes.
Looks quite nice.
Beautiful.
Peascod breastplate tends to
Look
make
at
it
this,
16th
how
century.
sophisticated these
High
are.
quality, though.
Yeah.
Because we've got to remember that when Ukraine was part of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, there are a lot of Polish families in Ukraine which were very westernized.
Yes.
Plus, there were, like native Ukrainians, and there were Lithuanians who were a bit more, how can I say, uh, individual. So that's a really weird kind of Carabella hilt.
Yes. And you can
It's
read
got
here
Christian and
Memoria. I cannot read the rest of it. Memoria.
oh yeah.
No, well,
So again, probably uh, done in Latin for a Polish
yeah,
noble.
yeah.
Of course, there were Ukrainian nobles of high rank as well, but the Poles were a bit oppressive in those days before they calmed down. Oh, nice bow.
Yeah.
Oh, wide-limbed bow.
Yeah, very wide.
This is a good sign if you're making your bows that way. There was Armenian craftsmen in Lviv did manufacture composite bows, but
Yes.
they also imported bows from Turkey and Iran.
Look at this speed.
Um, yeah, that's high. Yeah, this without knowing the length. Usually, what you see is Crimean Tartar style bows. This is
Exactly. That's
quite
what they call
wide.
it. They call that
Yeah,
exactly. Yes.
but there's more than one type of Crimean Tartar bow, so we tend to think of a particular type, which is the one they usually make reproductions of. But there's another type that has slightly different size tips, and yeah, it's well worth studying Crimean Tartar archery if you
Carabella
find a
Hill.
student. Yeah, that's a real classic one, isn't it?
Yes. Sorry. And
Oh, yeah, that was a Tug standard, a Turkish standard.
yes. And
Yeah,
Masons.
I look at the braiding on the horsehair. So they dyed the horsehair different colors, and then they braided it into
Yes.
patterns around the shapes and the top of the standard.
Pete,
Oh,
we
Turkish
saw
knife.
this Persian Khanjar in the beginning of our, in the middle of our talk, and then they have an Ottoman. Look at this flintlock,
Yeah,
Cuisine.
beautifully made,
And
highly,
more,
highly decorated.
yes, more Ottoman
Yata,
Yatavan.
yeah,
Very beautiful.
pistols. I'm guessing there's one of those very high grade Ottoman belts too. That's the style around about the period of Suleiman the Magnificent.
Yes.
It's
Really
quite
beautiful.
an old belt. Yeah, I mean, they might have kept making them. I don't know.
Look at these
Um,
ones.
yeah,
It's unbelievable.
just the everything. So they've all got Gloria something. I can read bits of the
Oh
Latin
yeah,
there.
Victoria I can read.
Yeah,
Victoria.
Victor.
Victoria is
Yeah,
here. Okay.
I'm sure if we sat down, we could read it.
Yes, I need to
Uh,
just turn it. Yeah, exactly. That's
yeah,
right.
I only did 4 years of
Gloria
Latin.
as well, as you said. Victoria, Gloria.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Uh, I
Very nice.
think Victor is there as well.
Oh, Victor. Sorry, Victor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bede, look at this one.
Yeah. Uh, this is a Polish and Lithuanian thing, and down into Ukraine as well. These war picks where they decided the sharp pointy bit was just a bit too dangerous, so we curled it.
Exactly.
Uh, the hammer side is just you hit somebody in the helmet with the hammer side and they're unconscious immediately. It doesn't break the helmet; it breaks the head inside. Uh, that is a kind of is that a combined crossbow and wheel,
Yeah.
or is it just a crossbow?
I
Yeah,
think it's a crossbow as far as I can tell.
yeah. It's got the Kranakin next to it is for winding it back.
Yes.
Um,
Very nice one. And then there are
it's got
some
all its
also
original.
Western
Oh
European
yes,
things there, right?
yeah.
Some Southern Europe and beautiful ones.
One of those looks like it's got a hilt like a left-handed dagger, but it's full sword length. That's unusual.
Yes, exactly.
But
Sword.
then I suppose you could just say, "I like that hilt." Do it.
Wait, we are going to stop today because I think we went through like 160, but we have more than
Did we?
300. We have more than 300 slides, so I don't think we can make
Okay.
it today.
I think it's wise that we stop. It's so interesting. You lose all track of time. It's almost 11:30 at night
Yes,
here,
exactly. We have
and
Chernihiv because I don't want us to rush through them, and
no, 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 no.
I have so many beautiful items: Persian, Ottoman, European,
Mm.
ancient time, even more. Indonesia, you just name it, Japanese, Chinese. I think we should take our time next time we are going
Oh
to
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about it.
Well, I mean, when you consider these are quite long sessions, and you've got to break them up
Yes,
when you publish them online. So
yes.
yeah, just doing it a long bit
I
just
mean,
makes it harder for
I will
everyone.
break this one today up in three parts, but then the rest
Yeah,
of it that will come, right? So because I can tell
yeah.
you how many slides I've prepared, over 425. I'm not finished with these slides yet. So
Well, yeah. No, this is really good. I keep thinking of people sitting at home saying, "I really want to know how to make one of those knives," and then we come up and there's a picture of it and a discussion.
yes,
Or I really want to learn how to make one of those swords, and then you've got five different swords showing the
yes,
different variations.
yes.
See,
And especially
there's a
in
lot of
Ukraine, given the time now, many people are discouraged to travel, right?
oh yeah, yeah. Once things settle down there, there's going to be. I mean, I'm hoping they rebuild really quickly because they're well organized,
Yes.
and that will be things like this. Just remind people of how much culture
Yeah.
exists there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit easier to spot it on the Russian side because it's been well known. But Ukraine was, when it was part of the Soviet Union, it was suppressed. Its culture was suppressed, and it was only seen through Russian eyes. Well, Soviet eyes. We don't want to demonize the Russians themselves. Um, but when you look at it, you see this really great depth of history
Yes. A big one.
and the incredible survival. So
Yeah.
many things survived that you would
Yes.
never expect to survive anyway.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful stuff.
Thanks a lot, Pete, for taking our time. We talked a lot today, but beautiful talk, right? I hope you liked it.
Well,
Right?
yeah, but these are really interesting things. I hope people, when they see this, if they don't agree with my opinions or your opinions, they will agree with our enthusiasm
Yeah, absolutely. It's
because
a
we
beautiful.
really do like this
And we
stuff.
can expose and show them to the world. That's another point that we can do.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think it's a very useful thing to do.
Yes. Thanks a lot, Pete. I wish you a nice day and see you soon.
See ya.